Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel. What's going on, guys? I'm out here looking for a deck charger or a challenger. One of those, guys. I have to. Weird complaint this time, guys. They was at another shop. Oh boy, here we go. One of those that came from another shop. Well, anyway. She got a transmission put in it, guys. Now, some of these transmissions, now this is the OEM. I heard they got the transmission from the dealership and everything. So this is a factory transmission, but I don't know if some of these aftermarket shops know this. Now, quite frankly, anybody can install a transmission. Anybody can take a transmission out and put one in. So you don't have to go to the dealer to get that done. It's just the best place to go to get the job complete, meaning installed, programmed, and ran, all that good stuff. Well, anyway, where is this car at? Anyway, okay, they got the transmission in. It's in. Fill it up with fluid. All right, we're done. Here you go, Mr. Customer. Well, y'all know I'm a big advocate for test driving, right? Whereas obviously somebody didn't test drive this car because the customer brought it back to the shop on a tow truck. Oh, here it is right here. Brought it back on a tow truck, guys. So what had happened was they neglect to, it's not called flash, or it's not called, I'm blocked in. It's not called programming. It's the proper terminology, guys, I think it's called initialize. Now, yeah, this is it right here. This car, to need initialization, it's likely as a Hemi transmission. Yes, a Hemi transmission. Now, you can't say flash the TCM. Of course, the Hemi has its own TCM under the steering wheel. I'm blocked in. The Hemi has its own TCM. So, you want to call it, I want to call it initialization. You got to initialize. In other words, you have to marry the transmission to the car, to the TCM, you know, dun 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 dun. So once, and I think the only place, don't quote me on this, I get in trouble every time I say this. I get in trouble by these aftermarket guys that got Chrysler subscription. Yes, don't leave them out. They pretty much can do anything a dealer can do because they have access to the same database that the dealer guys have. So they pretty much the only one that can initialize it. Okay, like I say, there's a feature you go in the computer, and what we're doing is this transmission, the valve body. Okay, we got to initialize the features in the valve body to the TCM. That will allow you to shift properly. That's the only thing they didn't do. That's the only thing likely they couldn't do. If it wasn't for that, they could have completed the job and look good. Okay, but now they look like mere amateurs because number one, they didn't test drive it. That's a rookie mistake in itself. That's an amateurish mistake. Test drive, guys. Even if you're doing side work, test drive. So mistake number one. Mistake number two, they could have informed her that they couldn't complete it. Now maybe they didn't know. It's all about the scan tools at that point. If your scan tool will allow you to do that. So, guys, let me take a break. I'm gonna go ahead and try to find the key to this truck. I don't want to be on the camera. So y'all stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, guys. I have the car in the shop. Let's go over to the computer. I have my scan tool installed. Let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. The initialization process. Okay, as you can see, all this yellow, man. There's some fault codes in this thing. But nothing in particular I'm concerned with, unless, because this is one of those customers, I know y'all get them. Anybody that work in the field, you get one of those customers that think they know everything. This is all I want. I mean, quite frankly, they know they're gonna be, tried as far as something trying to be upsold. That's the way shops are, man. You ain't no way around that. Your car will get looked over, and it's likely the mechanic's gonna find something wrong with it. that he's going to merely try and bring to your attention and see if you want repair. There's never a gun put to anybody's head stating that you must buy this service that I'm trying to sell you. So it's always a mere upsell. Quite frankly, like, I have no problem with it. The mechanical industry or the automotive industry, that's their industry. They thrive off upselling work that you may also need. Okay, but I've grown accustomed to making sure I address the problem first, and I highly advise you do the same. So address the problem first and then proceed with your checking the car over and seeing is there anything else they need. Okay, guys, so remember I said it likely has a nag in it. I was likely right, because there's a TCM bar right here. That year Charger, this is a 06 Charger. That year had an option to get a 42RE or nag 1. I'm suspecting nag 1 because it has a TCM right here. Anything else would be all in the PCM. The 42RE uses an NGC module, next generation controller, which means the PCM and the TCM functions are all in the modules. Let's take a look at this PCM. Okay, see, I'm on the miscellaneous already. Here's some of the things you can do in the event you just replace anything. There's option where you can learn cam and crank. Check PCM odometer. We used to use this a lot when we were trying to see if somebody was trying to pull a fast one, like rental cars used to use it. See if do the mileage on the cluster matches this. We can check the VIN and see if there's some discrepancy about that as far as the VIN on the car and the VIN in the computer. Maybe somebody changed some things over. There's a lot of stuff you can relearn, but what we are interested in is, let's go to TCM. This is the feature that they likely couldn't do. Right here, guys. Y'all see that? Initialize EGS. Now you have another one, two other ones here for TCM reset. You can also do these, but this is the one you pretty much need to do in the event you replace transmission control module, or in some cases the complete transmission. I tend to do them. I call it marrying the two, guys. So let's click that. Now, as you can see, it says this function should be used when the EGS TCM has been replaced or needs to be reinitialized. It will write the current vehicle configuration and program tire size. Okay, now on the 42RE, we use a feature called pinion factor that will program the tire size, but because the speed sensors are basically built inside the transmission on the nag, that option has to be done this way. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, it's been a while, guys. My brain is full of new car stuff right now. All the old stuff is slowly. Let's see, continue. Okay, reduced power will result if both modules do not have their latest. So there's a warning right here, guys. They want you to make sure that the PCM and the TCM are up to date. Verify latest flash updates are installed in the TCM and the PCM. That is crucial, guys. That is crucial. When in fact, let's go backwards and take a look at something. Okay, let me come out of here and cancel to make sure. And that is not the case, guys. The TCM is up to date, but the PCM is not. So what I merely have to do is update this PCM and then go back and do this. So guys, I won't waste time filming this, but y'all see where I'm going. Now if your scan tool would do this, you can pull the complete job off as far as replacing the transmission and doing the electrical portion, which is this. Okay, so when I flash update that PCM, I'm gonna merely go back into here and initialize the two, and that should be a wrap for this car. She should be able to drive over 40. I think right now she's saying she couldn't, it wouldn't move, or she couldn't even move. It barely would go. Okay, and with that being a new unit, it's likely that they just not communicating well. Okay, the initialization process, we have to get that done, guys. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hate tying y'all down. There's codes in several modules. The radio's off the bus. They likely have an aftermarket radio. Curious to know what are we gonna even change in this PCM? We likely gonna change cam and crank The computer will address an issue with cam and crank. Okay, flash mirror illumination due to 0340 and 0344. Yes, so that's a good update to get done. All right. Okay, guys, that is all I have. I hope y'all got something out of this. Just, I guess, if nothing else, if you start a transmission job, make sure you're able to complete it. Make sure you're able to, will be able to do everything related to a complete transmission job. Because right now, the other shop looking pretty bad. All right, guys, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.